In the first reading today, St. Paul summarizes the crux, or he gives out the whole faith, Christian faith, what he believed and what through the faith he sees in the apostles and the early Christians, what they professed. He says, the language of the cross may be illogical to those who are not on the way to salvation, but those of us who are on the way see it as God's power to save. That's speaking volumes about itself. We know as Christians, the cross is our salvation, and the way of the cross is salvation. It is not the wise, as St. Paul says, the wisdom of the world, because God has destroyed the wisdom of the world so that the foolishness of God overcomes the wisdom of the world. That is the cross. And Jesus says, anyone who wants to follow me, let him deny himself, take up his cross and follow me. Taking up our cross is not as easy as it seems. Daily we denying ourselves is not as easy as it sounds. Our egos, our resistance to humility, our resistance to shame, our resistance to calumny, our resistance to our good name, these are all our human way of resisting the cross given to us. Not only physical pain, it goes on. So taking up our cross, we have to daily renounce ourselves, our thoughts, our rebellion, and our own self-importance, which is these days in the modern world, it's almost killing us. So from the reading, as St. Paul says, the cross is the wisdom of God, and Jesus says, without the cross you cannot be my disciples. We pray that we will daily discern in our ways, so that when things are difficult, we will entrust it as God's ways, as the ultimate victory through which Christ is leading us as his own dear and beloved disciples. We pray for this grace, that we will not miss any opportunity when the cross is presented to us, but ask God's grace to embrace it wholeheartedly for his glory.